Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we have a chat with Director Castol over here. I'm sure he doesn't pronounce it like that. He's Valian though, I think. He's definitely from the Valian Trading Company, and we are gonna say no to him. Or maybe not, but I think I might ramble. Let's find out.
Watcher, at last, someone who can answer my questions. They're saying there was an attack at the Spire. I fear I'd sent you to your death. None of the Huana guards will tell us a thing, and Flaunay's message is illegible. What happened?
What happened indeed? The Royal Deadfire Company sent some mercenaries to kill everyone in the Spire. I got back just in time. Well, yeah, that was part of it, but really the gods is the bit more important. Well, good news is I ended up somewhere in the physical world this time. The bad news is that some mercenaries tried to kill us all. Yeah, let's go with that.
Mercenaries? Madico. I did not think these experiments would draw so much interest. I'm glad you're in one piece, Watcher. I'll have the details out to Flaunay, I think. You've more than earned your reward, and my trust. Oh, and perhaps you'd consider stopping by Alvari's office. I believe she'll want some assurances as to the state of the Spire.
I thought this was part of the main quest, but it was not. Alvari's offices then? I don't think Alvari is over here. I think she's downstairs. Yeah, that's not... I mean, I did the right thing, I suppose. Because we're going to the Principe next. The Principe that I most likely will say no to. So we're saying no to people, basically. Well, we're saying no to one person, because we have... If I remembered correctly, 3 factions that we could choose to side with. But then, last episode, I thought it might have been 4. And Alvari is down here.
Ah, there you are. The final piece. Have you noticed our new guests? There are big changes coming here at headquarters. It is only right that you are here to witness them. I have called together a meeting of the Songreta Mea Compressa. Our esteemed investors have come to hear Director Castol's excuses for squandering their fortunes.
Alvari smooths the front of her coat and plucks lint from her sleeve.
You've witnessed Castol's mistakes personally, and you know what is at stake for us with Ukaizo. The council will want to hear from you, the Cantonucesi in particular. The company needs new leadership. Leadership that can make effective use of its most important allies. Let us start here, striking a fine impression before the wealthiest men and women in Eora.
I suppose you think you'd be a better director?
Of course. If I did not believe it with all my soul, I would not dare to trouble the council. Men have died for less. You will attend the trial, I hope. Your testimony is a vital part of the proceedings.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Indeed. Come then. I'll send for our esteemed guests. Meet us upstairs when you are ready.
I will indeed. So... Lueva Alvari has called together a meeting of the Valian Trading Company's key investors demanding Director Castol's removal from the post. I mean, she does. The Cantonucesi will want to hear from those involved in Director Castol's recent operations. That's the one, specifically. But if I go in here and look for Castol... Why? Oh, because I need to press enter. Skipping ahead. This is what we started the episode with. And, right, it's to wait until the Animasters finish recalibrating the thing. But the setup for this mission is important, though. The Animasters have gathered... Because I got it in the Animasters, not so much in Castol here, with Castol. The Animasters have gathered their resources and enthusiasm and are intent upon a second attempt to cross the in-between. Yeah, I remember that. Well, the experiment did transport me clear across the island. It was a big mess, really. So did we actually talk to Castol about this? A lot has happened while I was away. The Spire is under attack. Whoever they are, the assailants don't seem interested in talking. I'll have to fight my way through if I want to help Flon. And that's why I didn't remember them being from the other faction, because they didn't talk. But let's find out where this goes, because we need to go upstairs then. I am not sure how this quest connects. I don't think this is part of the main quest, just to go back to that particular question.
Silence, please. I'd like to get us underway.
Director Castol's office is nearly unrecognizable through the milling crush of bodies. The chamber is suffocatingly warm, and several of the occupants jostle for a place beside the window. To a one, the people around you are dressed in rich fabrics, or else the occasional piece of armor. Few of them look especially pleased to be here, and I love that expression. To a one, it's like to a point, but to a one works here as well. It's just very uncommon, and it's intuitive enough for me, but as a non-English speaker, and I like it. Despite the cacophony that greets you when you arrive, a quiet descends swiftly upon the room, upon the barest hand gesture from the man now standing behind the desk. The Count of Nicese's gaze sweeps across the room, eventually settling on you. So the Count of Nicese, that's the title here. Nero, son of Duchess Spirento.
I see you have wasted little time in involving yourself, lady.
Around him, several of the onlookers crane their necks to see who the Canta is addressing.
Director Castol, Governor Alvari, you are both here?
Indeed, Your Excellency.
Castol's face is splotchy and damp with sweat. He looks as if he may be ill.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Alvari wears a restrained smile.
And this is to be your witness?
Yes.
Most esteemed guests, this is the Watcher of Cadnua.
We were sorry to hear of Cadnui's fall, lady. How interesting to find you here. You have my sympathies.
Thank you.
I have several connections in the White March. I have always wanted to meet the woman behind the stories.
Let us begin. If the clerks will attend the roll. Albina Carnetto, Duke Remasi Storanzo Miscelona, the Archmage.
Devils take your roll, Nero. This isn't the Songretta Ducala. We are all here. Let's get this over with.
Outsider law has more teeth than Ngati's pets, I say.
Wouldn't be a Valiant hearing if someone wasn't feeling combative.
Very well. Then let me extend my sincerest thanks to our shareholders in attendance.
Shareholders?
The money, of course.
And the brains, clearly. Get to the point, Canta.
In deference to present company, we will proceed in Ediran. Director Castol, you stand accused of nothing less than gross incompetence, mismanaging of resources, willful deceit, grave charges all.
A low murmur starts up around you as the crowd reacts.
We have examined the evidence available to us. The numbers are not in your favor, Director, but you will have the opportunity to explain yourself. Now, Alvari.
Agrasima, Your Excellency. Esteemed Council, I bear Maestro Castol no ill will. We have always treated one another with great respect, but his time is past. I put it plain, the company is bleeding resources. We have identified numerous sources of Adra, and yet, how much of it ever reaches the Republics? The expedition to Pococahara was but the latest failure. Trained workers and supplies gone, and for nothing.
I'm not going to tell them about the restoring the Adra vein, obviously, because this goes back to me not wanting them to harvest souls of people.
The loss of the expedition was out of my hands. In any enterprise, there is risk.
Some risk, Castol. The question is whether you have overreached.
I have more, Your Excellency. Your coin, lords and ladies. Where has it gone all this while? Not to mines and industry, no. The director has spent the bulk of it on frivolous experiments.
That is absurd. Animancy research has gotten us where we are today.
Precisely.
Enough, Alvari. Watcher, you have had some involvement in these experiments. Do you have anything to add?
Those experiments may help us reach Ukaizu. Is this a way to go to Ukaizu without the help of any of the companies or the factions? I'm gonna say this. The experiment nearly killed me.
Another risk, Castol? A watcher is a valuable resource. One better spent appraising Adra veins.
She's not a centown, Ramassi. Still, it is a shame. Power like that. It would have been something to see.
Director Castol, your orders were plain. To secure every Adra vein in the region by any means necessary. Witness, do you feel these orders have been carried out?
Well, the Huana definitely protect the Adra veins, or try to. At least historically, they have. It's no secret that the current queen is partly responsible for the fact that the Adra veins are being mined by the Valians. Whether or not she made those deals, under not duress, but sort of implied duress, because when you're in a situation where you either get invaded and destroyed or you don't, depending on how you act, then it's always a little bit of duress there. But, and I say a little bit, it could be a lot. But I'm gonna say this. The Deadfire belongs to the Huana, so does the Adra on it. You are swiftly enveloped in a cacophony of jeers and shouts. While the Kanta motions for quiet, Alvari leans in close, disguising her words by pretending to comb her hair into place.
This line of talk does you no favors, Watcher.
Well said, Captain. But common sense is the first casualty of greed.
Oh, don't worry about it. There's other casualties that come after it if things go bad.
The ledgers speak for themselves. Castol has brought us to the brink of ruin.
Alvari's voice cuts confidently through the muted din.
We have heard much of Akaizo in recent days. I wonder, Director Castol, just what are your plans for the fabled city?
Nero taps his quill against the desk in steady beats, looking on calmly.
Ukaizo holds an enormous quantity of luminous Adra. Our research has already yielded results. If we can establish an outpost there, then...
Castol has scarcely started his sentence when a handful of gathered investors start to jeer at him.
If we take this opportunity, we can accomplish far more than we initially believed. I could make you rich, lords and ladies, beyond your wildest dreams.
You may be rich in a century or two. Have you that long to wait? Some of you perhaps, but all? Dreams are all Castol has to offer. We have scores of Adra sites mapped to detail. Why not focus our efforts there? Castol risks your fortune on illusions.
That is true. We have mapped these deposits for years. The closer we travel to Ondra's mortar, the denser the deposits. Even Alvari knows this.
If you establish an outpost on Ukaizu, the Huana will never forgive you.
They'll come around. Our research may even benefit them as well.
Even if there is Adra past the mortar, let us grind down the whole of it and be done with the place. Or will the Songreta war against the natives and sea monsters for the next 100 years?
I believe the case before us is quite clear. Alvari, have you anything further to add?
Castol quakes before the desk. He raises trembling fingers to remove his spectacles, wiping them on his cravat.
My lords, ladies, Our enemies will make for Ukaizo in short order. The Valiant Trading Company must be ready. It needs decisive, effective leadership, now more than ever. With the Watcher's aid, we have the opportunity to claim an overwhelming victory. One that will carry us all into the history books.
The Watcher? You would rely upon a brute.
A useful brute.
An important brute, certainly.
Nero casts a weary eye over the proceedings.
We will see, won't we?
You have heard all the accusations against you. Castal, any final words?
Everything I do to help the company. You know this. 2 years ago, you entrusted me to establish the Luminous Adra trade. I will continue to serve you, dutifully, and to my best ability. I know now that Alvari has hungered after my position for years, just as she will hunt after yours if you allow her to rise. She would cast Margaret off her throne if she could.
Beside you, Alvari smiles. Yeah, Castle has been a great director. He deserves the same power.
You inspire much loyalty, Castor. If only it were so amongst your own peers. It is time. Let us put the matter of Castor's dismissal to a vote. All in favor?
Hands go up almost at once. It takes only a glance to see that the vote overwhelmingly favors the motion. Alvari nods once, perhaps to herself, and closes her eyes. Seeing the outcome of the vote, Castor loses a strangled, breathless cry of dismay, as if wounded.
We gave you a chance, Castor. We made it clear what defiance would cost. You have squandered that opportunity. Perhaps you will have better luck in the living lands. Ignato Castor, I hereby pronounce you banished. Exiled from the Valiant Trading Company and the Valiant Republics by order of the Sangreta Mea Compressa.
No! Wait! You, Per Camplanca! Don't do this! Mercy!
I believe that brings this meeting to a close. Agressima Watcher.
Lueva Alvari wears a small, restrained smile as she watches the gathered nobility disperse. She looks at you as you approach, raising one arched eyebrow.
Let us speak once the room clears, Watcher. I think we have much to talk about.
I think we do. And now I go back on that thing that I said that this might not be related to the main quest. I think it is related to the main quest. I just don't know. I don't know. Lueva Alvari, now the governor of the Valiant Trading Company everywhere? I'm not actually sure how that works, but anyway.
Look at me. I am still sweating.
Alvari stands beside the director's desk, looking down at her hand. She curls her fingers into a fist, and then uncurls them slowly, and smiles.
You did well. Ah, very well. A perfect witness. Impartial.
There's a sly cast to her smile as she looks up at you. She plucks a coin purse from her desk.
You and I were together in this. Let us seal the pact in coin. We move now with singular purpose and ensure the prosperity of the republics. Trade, coin, civilization, Aimika. That is what we give them with Ukaizo. And for us, our rightful place in the world. There is but one final distraction that must be seen to. A final obstacle.
Alvari lowers her gaze, solemn.
The Royal Deadfire Company. They will not stand idly by as we lay our claim. It is time to do something about that. I'm afraid that means your large friend here has more than overstayed her welcome.
And I have no plan on serving aboard a ship that betrays the cause.
I know, Maya. We've gone over this. She folds her arms and glances at you.
No captain of mine sails against the homeland. It's that simple.
Wow. I can't... So talking to her is an option. Okay, well, I'm reloading. We can work this out somehow.
If you've got any ideas, I'm not beyond hearing them. How do we get past this, Captain?
We had this conversation already, but under different circumstances.
I've got a if you'd but Rawatai needs all hands on deck. And I won't just turn about on my career. Not exactly how I guess we're done with each other. Come along, E.
Better this way.
No, it
Before
isn't.
she had the chance.
I guess we're not talking to her, after all. It is, on the other dialogue, I was basically forced to make a choice when I started the dialogue, which is more or less okay. I mean, I don't like it very much, but I mean, it's fine. For this one, I actively make a choice by talking to her, which is to side with the Valiant Trading Company, and that is
gather your party before
that is worrisome because it makes me think I might. I think the quest might be designed for us to, instead of visiting every place, for us to actually just go to where we want to go and be done with it. Which is very un-RPG, like. RPGs are not played like that. You go to every place, and then you go to the place that you want to go. That's how RPGs work. Let's hope that it was just, maybe, why is it taking so long? Oh, because it's saving and it's outside and whatnot. Let's hope that it was just a glitch.
I can't reach.
I might. Yeah.
Hey, Shodi, remember I told you about that spot on the small of my back that I can't reach, is what Maya just said.
I was wondering if you could give it a scratch later when we're alone.
Oh, sure. I reckon Wait, you don't mean...
Do I need Ishi to spell it out for you, Firefly?
No, I think I'm finally hearing what you're saying, Captain.
Anyway, let's leave by sea. And actually... I wanted to buy supplies. I could have bought supplies. It doesn't matter. No, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter because the screen doesn't have to reload to come to the city map, I think. You just click on it and the city map appears. Maybe. So, Nekataka, that's the one. Supply. What do I need? I need food. I need a lot of food. What do you have? Lurker Helman, that is not what I... Wait, what the heck is that? No, you don't sell food? Oh, you sell lager over there. That's pretty good. Buy millions. Yes. And food, I suppose. Hardtack, do you sell actual food? Tart loaf, sounds good to me. Thanks. It's not even that extremely expensive, even though it is. Okay. There we go. We have good food. Now, to go to Dunaj, I think. Let's see. Not showing completed ones. Honor among thieves. Classic. The hunt for Elthas. Principi. Honor among thieves. I can pronounce things. Dunaj it is. Let's move. Fast mode activated. And actually, we can just skip there. Although Baleful Beacon is where we're supposed to go. Right there. Because, you know, I didn't remember. It's a small little city in here in Dunaj. I don't get that impression from just looking at the maps. Or just looking at each area. This, the map itself is what tells me. It's like a, yeah, it's a small little village in an island.
I've been loyal to you a long time, Ferrante, but I cannot abide this. Over here, my friend.
Diverus, is it settled now? I do not like having my hand forced by some rogue god.
Indeed, the vote has been cast. There can be no dispute. The trader Aldis will hang.
Your vote of confidence is appreciated, my Consuelo. Rest assured, you have made the right decision.
The Black Pox siege we have? What a fucking farce! Mark my words, Councilman. Your souls will be damned for this scheme.
The captain rubs the handle of her gun. This is Captain Mad Marina. But wisely doesn't draw it.
Do not forget your promise, Furante. With Eldis out of the way, you will sail us to Ukaizo, well before the Huana, the Valen Trading Company, or any others can plunder it.
The god will lead us there, and the floating hangman will navigate the storms.
Rante nods at the two council members before noticing you.
Watcher, your timing is impeccable as always.
It is, but my time is lacking, so that's gonna be that for today. I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.